Does direct mail still work? Yes, it does. Direct mail is not dead. If you are putting good content in front of the right people through direct mail, it is actually could be one of your largest sources of business. Hi, my name is Mike Cuevas, the real estate marketing dude, and welcome to another episode of Brand You. Today, what we're gonna be talking about is how to use, yes, direct mail and why it is still relevant. But the key to using direct mail revolves around two things. One, what is the content or the offer or the point of your direct mail campaign? And then two, who the hell are you sending it to? Who is on the receiving end of it? And is the content appropriate for that? We're gonna break those both down for you in this video. So let's first talk about how we use direct mail to market and stay on top of mind with our database. And that's exactly what the purpose of it is. You see, when we're using direct mail for referral marketing or database marketing, what we're using it for is to accomplish one goal. Stay on top of mind so that our database and the people we know, trust, and love, and the ones who are also responsible for the vast majority of our business, that we're still in business, that we are still in real estate. And direct mail is just one channel that we love sort of nurturing or farming or showering our database with for what I'm about to tell you. See, unlike email, direct mail has an actual 100% deliverability rate. What I mean by that is that as long as you have somebody's physical mailing address, it is 100% chance that that postcard is going to actually get to their mailbox. It is also near 100% chance that the recipient is actually going to have to physically engage with the postcard before they throw it in the trash, and that's what I'm getting at. You see, when we're using content or direct mail in this sense, for direct mail marketing to our database and referral building and nurturing, what we're really doing is just saying, hey, don't forget I exist, don't forget I exist. I am still here to serve your needs, help you buy and sell real estate. And by the way, yes, you could also refer your friends, family, and coworkers to me as well. You see, the reason why it's so effective is because it's physical, it's tangible, and that bit of engagement you cannot do with email and you cannot do that with social media as well. No, you should not be sending your database a bunch of just listed or just sold postcards. Instead, you should be sending your database content that nurtures the relationship. So what I like to personally use are newsletters, postcards, fun fact type trivia campaigns. Basically anything that forms in a bit or a way of entertainment. So now I want to switch gears and talk about using direct mail in real estate, but for lead generation. And one of the things I was always really puzzled about is how do all of these rehabbers, all of these wholesalers, and all of these real estate investors constantly find and source deals to purchase for pennies on the dollar, but yet a real estate agent has a lot of struggles actually finding people who want to sell to get hired. I mean, a real estate agent is going to more likely net the seller more money, but why are these rehabbers finding them first? Well, one is that regardless of what type of marketing these rehabbers or investors are doing, it all starts with the targeting. You see, they're not farming a blanket area. They're actually targeting using data to zero in a message to somebody who is very likely to sell. And in a direct mail world with no mailbox or competition in the mailbox, that's how you get your message in front of the person you are trying to buy their house. Now, you can have the best marketing campaign in the world, but if you're not putting your content in front of the right people, it's not going to work. So one of the companies I love to use for data collection is a company called Geopoint Data. It's owned by a friend of mine, Dustin, and what they actually do is they actually are able to create very highly targeted lists of very highly distressed properties in any geographic area throughout the United States. Now, finding the data is point one, but then creating the offer that you're gonna send the data to is point two. So let's go through a couple situational scenarios to show you a little bit more in depth about what I'm talking about. The first group, and probably the most popular I see at least amongst the real estate investor community, is what we call absentee owners. Now, one of the things I really like about Geopoint Data is that they're able to layer that data through different stress points. So, for example, somebody who is an out-of-state absentee owner that has a vacant property that might have missed a credit card payment is probably someone who's going to be liquidating that property relatively soon. However, which way you want to chop it up, the owners of these properties, which anybody can go out and reach, target, and obtain cell phone numbers, email addresses, and direct mail addresses too, just by using good data, you just need to get in front of them. You see, here's the point I want you to understand with direct mail, at least from a lead generation perspective. Putting the targeting and putting your content in front of the right audience with a very specific solution to solve their problem is the only way it's going to work for you. So I really do hope that this video helped you understand the two different ways that you can use direct mail in your marketing, and the way you would use it for referral marketing or database marketing and lead generation are two totally entirely different things. But the one thing they do have in common is it's all about the people you're sending it to and the content you're creating. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked the message you saw here, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to our channel above, and also share the word. Help us get the word out. If you need any help building a brand and you're sick of doing the old school prospecting things that so many of us hate, go ahead and check us out at realestatemarketingdude.com. Thanks so much for watching another episode of Brand You. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on next week's episode. Peace!